And hello, everybody, and welcome to today's game. I am doing this on tape today because of the debates, and I want to watch them. I think the whole country will be watching the last presidential debates. It is 4:15 in the p.m. Eastern Time on the 22nd of October. We're going to do Las Vegas and Green Bay today. So we hope everybody is well. As I record this, of course, the Rays won the second game of the World Series last night, defeating the Dodgers 6-4. Here's my Coke. One of these days, I'm going to drink a beer and do a game, but beer costs a lot of money. Well, a little, pretty penny. I wouldn't say a lot of money. So we wish everybody well. I think I said that like 3 times now. We're down to 4 minutes exactly before we start this game, and we're almost ready to go with it. How do I do these games? You might be wondering. I use OBS Studio when I edit games. When I did the games on tape, I use Pinnacle 24. Pinnacle software used to be so much better, but these days, if you want extras, you want all the extras they used to offer you for free. You have to pay $15 here and $25 there. They're making it kind of like a pay-per-play kind of thing. Where we'll give you the basics, but if you want a countdown timer or if you want video overlays of better precision, then you gotta pay through the nose. Although those are all extras. When they used to, a few years ago, you could get them for free. So that's my Pinnacle rant for those of you keeping score. Down to 3 minutes to go. Oh, what else is on my mind before we start? They just moved, as I'm recording this 4 o'clock in the p.m., they just moved the Raider Buccaneer game that was going to be on Sunday night to Sunday afternoon. They've had, looks like they've had a few players catch COVID on the Vegas Raiders. So they're going to move the game to the afternoon, and they're going to, I think it's the Cardinals and the Seahawks, they're going to move to the Sunday night football slot with Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth. So if you're wondering about that, is it the Seahawks and the Cardinals? I didn't catch what the replacement game was. I think it was Seattle and Arizona. Special shout out to Al Red Sox fan, Digital to Dice podcast, who just laid down another podcast yesterday, number 60. So congratulations on getting to your 60th. Won't be long, guys, till you get to 100. 2 minutes to go. Guess you could call this the 2-minute warning. So as I record this, not a lot going on, but I have a feeling that there's going to be so much interest in the debate that if I do the game live at 7:30 and I'm done by 8:40, 8:45, then things will have happened by then. I still think the debates have a chance of being canceled, but I am recording this about 4.5 hours before they're supposed to take place in Nashville, Tennessee tonight. So we'll get the game in early and just watch the build up. Minute 15 to go. Should be an interesting game. The one thing I enjoy about the HTFL and doing these games I have now for several months is you never know how a game's going to go. You might think you know how a game's going to go. 1 minute left now, but you don't. Like last night, okay, if you haven't seen the Tennessee St. Louis game yet, ignore these last 50 seconds or so. But I thought St. Louis would be a cinch to beat Tennessee. Didn't turn out to be that way. So Las Vegas, Green Bay, another matchup where one team looks way better on paper. But Vegas, being the team of vagabonds that they are, and if I do future seasons, the Vegas team will be populated as the years progress by more and more Vegas Raiders, and we'll lose all the vagabonds and they'll have to go to other teams. 20 seconds left, so stand by, folks. In 10. Big Polly's World of Sports Sims presents HTFL Football, the Hometown Football League, the next to last televised game of week number 11, Las Vegas, traveling to Green Bay. Hello up there, how you doing? If you didn't catch my little warm-up show, this is Big Polly coming to you. We're ready to go with another game, almost done with week 11, get started with week 12 next week. Vegas and Green Bay. Vegas comes in 4-5. Green Bay 6-3. Vegas kind of the what I like to call the vagabond team. Of course, there are no Las Vegas Raiders yet from the Pro Football Historical Collection, Dave Koch Sports. So we are giving everybody else that didn't make the teams in their town a chance to play in Sin City. It is 38 chilly degrees at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Las Vegas, the computer team. Green Bay, controlled by me, the home team. Green Bay won the toss. We're going to defer. John Brody from San Francisco, the quarterback for Las Vegas. Aaron Rodgers leading Green Bay. And John Gruden is the head coach of Vegas, just like he is in real life with the Vegas Raiders, and Vince Lombardi coaching the Green Bay Packers. Kaufman, Prokop, and Perkins back deep for Vegas, and we're underway. The return out to the 25. Carr on the tackle for the Packers. That was Napoleon Kaufman making the return. For Las Vegas, Tyler and Colmer. Wendell Tyler is the tailback, Colmer the fullback. Johnson and Driver at wideout. Ertz at tight end. Brody quarterbacking. Kennard, Hara, Flanagan, Scabelli, and Ruby, your frontman, your offensive lineman. For Green Bay, it is Davis, Campman, Hanner, and Ray in the front four. Matthews, Nitschke, Robinson at linebacker. Adderley, Hudson, Dillon, and Wood. You will see Hudson play wide out when Green Bay gets the ball, but that's an outstanding defensive backfield. 1st and 10 for Vegas. Colmer wears 73. If you haven't seen Vegas play yet. Wendell Tyler with the first down. He played for the Rams and the 49ers. That's a pickup of 12, and Robinson, one of the linebackers, made the stop. So Vegas off to a good start, even though they are basically a team of players that the other franchises forgot. They have played well. They are not your average expansion team or a vagabond team at 4-5. Another pitch to Wendell Tyler, and when Tyler does well, usually Vegas does well. That is no gain. Nitschke with the tackle. And at the end of the first quarter, we'll mention the next 5 games here on the HTFL. 2nd and 10 at the 37. Do a week every 2 weeks. Gain of 4 for Tyler, but it's coming back.
Number 19, 10-yard penalty.
They get Keyshawn for holding. He's barking at the official. Plaxico Burress, number 17, enters the game as the third wide receiver. Hero of Super Bowl 42, catching a game-winning pass on that fateful night. Brody to Keyshawn, a gain of 8, so they get a little bit back. 3rd and 12 at the 35. This is Brody to Ertz. 10 yards, so that's 2 short of the first down. 4th and 2, punting time. I'll watch for the fake here. Ray Guy is your punter. Yes, amazing that San Francisco did not pick him up. And we're going to let the punt roll. And it rolls all the way to the 3. Coffin corner punt by the guy who made that a household term amongst football fans, Mr. Ray Guy. Green Bay starts at their own 3 on this chilly 38-degree afternoon at Lambeau Field. Of course, as the season progresses, it will get colder. That's one of the coldest kickoffs we have had yet in this season. Taylor and Anderson, your running backs for Green Bay as we set their offense. Hudson, a 10-plus receiver, and Sterling Sharp at wideout. Houghton is the tight end who could also play wide receiver. Rodgers is your quarterback. Anderson, by the way, is also our punter. Gregg, Kramer, Ringo, Gillingham, and Bakhtian is your offensive line. For Las Vegas, not a bad team. Townsend, Biggs, Kennard, and Antwine are your front 4. Kennard is a 10. at defensive tackle. Harvey, Bonacani, and Addison, your linebackers. Azamuga, Dishman, Dewerson, and Ray are your defensive backs on the 1st and 10. You're going to see a lot of this today out of Green Bay, I would think. It's going to be a trap right, Jim Taylor. And Taylor gains 1. Taylor has had some pretty good games for the Packers so far this year. We'll go Donnie Anderson, off tackle right. That's going to be a gain of 3, setting up 3rd and 6. We will play it safe. Just do a screen to Anderson. Blitz coming, so it might pay off. And that's incomplete. Biggs deflected it for Vegas, and Green Bay goes 3 and out. Here is Donnie Anderson. He's punting with a little bit of a wind advantage, no more than 5 miles an hour. And Vegas is going to have great field position as Parker caught it at the 47, returned it 3 yards. The punt was 40, the return 3, so the net 37. 1st and 10 Vegas at the Green Bay 44. We have 10:18 left in the opening quarter. Scoreless so far. Wendell Tyler. Gain of 6 yards. Dillon on the stop for Green Bay. 2nd and 4 at the 38. A throw, a catch. That's to Ertz. Dillon on the stop again, so Dillon's raking in the tackles. And a gain of 22 for John Brody. 1st and 10 at the 16. So Vegas forcing the issue so far. Mickey Colmer, a gain of 6. And it's now 2nd and 4 at the Green Bay 10. Colmer, Pater, touchdown, Vegas. And it's 6-0. Your point after. Good by Stover, and it's 7-0 in favor of the Ironmen. Odom, Annerly, Canadeo, those are your return men for Green Bay. Odom taking it at about the 1 or 2. Officially, it's marked at the 2. A return of 29. Mel, M-E-H-L, makes the tackle for Las Vegas. Power sweep for Jim Taylor on 1st and 10. Can Taylor turn the corner? He can. It's going to be a nice gain, 7 yards. Green Bay changing formations and going to the double tight end set. Anderson, dive play on 2nd and 3. 1st down, yes indeed, 4 yards. Bonacani, who played for both the Dolphins and the Patriots, did not make the Miami team, surprisingly. He makes the tackle for Vegas. Sweep left, Jim Taylor, 1st and 10. And another nice gain past the 50 to the 45, past the 40 to the 38. A gain of 20 yards. Nicely done for Jim Taylor, who now has 3 carries and 28 yards. And I did mention he has had some big games for Green Bay so far this year. He has 815 yards coming into the day. The 28 tonight gives him 843. He has had 11 touchdowns rushing. And he also has 25 catches for 236 yards. He so far has had 3 games of over 100 yards, and he had the highest game of any running back to date with 273. I think he is the highest. Walter Payton had a game up around that parts against Atlanta a couple weeks ago. And receiving, he has had 25 catches. He's had 3 games where he has caught 5 passes, 25 yards, 57 yards, and 35 yards. And you can see Vegas has lost to Minnesota, Detroit, and St. Louis. 1st and 10 at the 38. We'll go to Anderson on a dive, give Taylor a little bit of a blow, but blitz is coming. Aaron Rodgers sensing it. He's going to throw a screen, caught by Anderson. That's a gain of 8 yards. That sets up a 2nd and 2. You see Don Hudson there. Trap left Jim Taylor. Blitz coming. So we'll screen to Jim Taylor. Incomplete. Bonacani came in. Broke up that pass attempt. 3rd and a deuce. So to go to Taylor again, trap right. Vegas sends it played in tight. He's trapped for a loss.
Offsides, defense. Number 93, 5-yard penalty.
Townsend of the Raiders called for offsides. He played for the Raiders, but he plays for Vegas in our HTFL. 1st and 10 at the 25. And now Vegas flooding the box. They'll put 8 in the box if we go double tight end. So we're going to throw it deep. We're going to go play action, medium fly to Don Hudson, one of the great receivers in the early days of football. Gain of 16. We'll check the marker.
Offsides, defense. Number 21, 5-yard penalty.
It's against Vegas, so the play will stand. It's 1st and goal at the 9. Taylor will try that power sweep to the left side, even though we're in tight. Vegas is blitzing. We're going to change it to a slant to Houghton. He's got it, and he's got 6 points. Touchdown. Seven to 6, and your extra point try is good by Longwell, and we are tied 7-7, 4:11 left to go, 1st quarter. Kaufman, a touchback, 1st and 10 at the 20 for Vegas. Brody has started 3 of 3, 40 yards. Aaron Rodgers 3 of 5, 33 yards and a touchdown. Mickey Colmer scored the touchdown for Vegas. Wendell Tyler, a gain of 4. He's got 4 carries, 22 yards on the day. 2nd and 6 at the 24. There's your throw. Incomplete. Nitschke broke that pass up. 3rd and 6. Brody, the handoff to Tyler. This is an interesting play for the down and distance. A gain of 4. They try a sweep to the left side. Very curious why they would do that on 3rd and 6. Punting time. Here's Ray Guy. And not a bad punt, but a nice return by Wood for 14 yards. The punt went 49. So the net punt, 35 yards. 1st and 10, Vegas. Now on defense, it's 7-7. Taylor, sweep right. Lombardi loves those power sweeps. And you can't blame him as Taylor gets the 1st down and a little bit more. 13 yards. 1st and 10 at midfield. Anderson, off tackle right. And that right side working nicely for Green Bay in terms of getting rushing yards. Harvey on the tackle for Vegas. The play gained 5 yards. Back to Taylor. We're going to go trap left. 2nd and 5. 1st down to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 11. So the strategy of just pounding the rock working nicely for Green Bay right now. We're going to trap at left Jim Taylor. Get him another carry. He breaks free into the secondary. Monacani makes the tackle at the 26-yard line. And with 3 seconds left in the quarter, that'll do it. For quarter number 1, we're tied 7-7. Now let's show you our next 5 games. Tomorrow night, Los Angeles at Washington. That's our Monday night game. Dun, 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 dun. Then we start week 12 with the 2 Thanksgiving Day games, Atlanta and Detroit. Dallas at Green Bay. That'll be a night game, so we'll take 10 degrees off the temperature there. San Francisco, Washington, Wednesday night. Thursday night, Kansas City at Cincinnati. We will have all these games for you at 7:30, whether we do them live or whether we like today. We did this game on Memorex, and we're putting it up at 7:30. So check out the action, 7:30, Monday through Friday, right here on the Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims channel. And don't forget, at the start of each new week, we do a recap show at 6:30. So we will have that for you on top of the action on Monday. So that's Monday the 26th. Look for that. 2nd and 2. It's going to be play action time. We're going to go play action long past Hudson. because Vegas will be flooding the box. And that was an incomplete pass. Dump off to Taylor instead. And now Rodgers is 3 out of 6 for 33 yards. Green Bay has gained 105 yards on 15 plays. Vegas has run 11 plays for 82. Now a 3rd and 2. So what do we do here? We'll go 3 wide. And we're going to look for Jim Taylor on an off-tackle right. Make them think we're throwing when we're running. And spots challenged. Hang on.
On the field stands. A timeout will be charged.
So, Green Bay gets the first down. And it was challenged by Vegas, who loses a timeout because the challenge was not valid. 1st and 10 at the 24. Off tackle left, Jim Taylor. And Vegas showing a little bit more respect to the possibility of a play action. They were playing off just a little bit, but Taylor lost a yard on the play. Buoniconti on the tackle for Vegas. Trap left, Donnie Anderson, 2nd and 11. He can't find the hole. He had pirouetted a little farther to the left, and Buoniconti made the tackle on him. 3rd and 9. Green Bay against the wind just a little bit. Medium out to Sterling Sharp on 3rd and 9 from the 23. There's your throw. There's your catch. And Sterling Sharp has a touchdown. And you see him there doing the Lambeau leap into the stands. And it's 13-7. We will show you that again. Once Sharp scored, he made a beeline to the stands, did the Lambeau leap, 13-7. Todd Rundgren's playing bang on the drum all day. The extra point is good by Longwell, and it's 14-7. We have 13-12 left in the half. I don't want to work, I just want to bang on the drums all day. That's what they're playing right now. We get back to the action. Kaufman, hope I don't get ass-capped for that, or BMI ass-capped, because that's a great song. We'll tell you a little unrelated story when we get into this series. 1st and 10 at the 20. There is a station in North Carolina. You could get it on Radio Garden. Adderley got hurt on that last play. A gain of 2 for Colmer. His return probable is Adderley Ellis is going to come in, and he's going to play corner as a replacement out of Southern University in Los Angeles. 2nd and 8 from the 22. There's a station in North Carolina that plays nothing but Todd Rundgren songs. Picked off by 44. That is Dillon, and that's a pick 6. Bobby Dillon, 4th pick of the year. 20-7. Cue Todd Rundgren. Your point after. You know, I think it was St. Louis that started playing that song after touchdowns, actually. St. Louis Rams back in the day when they had Kurt Warner and they had the greatest show on turf. So I am mistaken about that. But that Todd Rundgren station you can get on Radio Garden. You can get it on TuneIn. You probably could get it a whole bunch of ways. And it's a 24-hour station that just plays nothing but Todd Rundgren. 1st and 10. And 1st and 10, this is the kickoff play. Kaufman, touchback. 1st and 10, ball to 20. It's 21-7, Green Bay all of a sudden. Brody caught by Ertz. Gain of 14 against Jacksonville. John Brody threw for 263, 21-32, 2 picks, 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10 at the 34. Colmer stuffed at the line. In fact, he lost a yard. Matthews makes the tackle. A 2nd and 11 at the 33. Brody flushed out of the pocket, dinks it over to Wendell Tyler, and Wendell Tyler with a lot of running room. 25 yards. And that moves it to the Green Bay 42. Nitschke made the tackle for the Pack. 1st and 10 at the 42. I would not advise Las Vegas to try to get into a shootout with Green Bay. Robinson stops Tyler on the sweep right. 2nd and 10 now from the 42. Long throw, caught, and that was Donald Driver, the former Packer. 27 big yards. Sharper makes the tackle for Green Bay. 1st and 10 at the 15. Brody Picked again. Don Hudson with it, and he can motor. Second pick of the year for Hudson, 30-yard return. And now Green Bay has it at the 35 with 8:58 left in the half. And this is where we're going to make Vegas pay. We're going to go right back to Don Hudson on a play-action bomb route. Can Hudson get to it? No, incomplete. Just missed it. Deflected by Ray. Incomplete. That is not Dave Dewerson. That is Darrell Ray out of the University of Oklahoma, played for the Jets. Ball to 35. It is second and 10 now. I'll tackle right, Jim Taylor. A gain of 5 yards. Third and 5. 8:35 now left. We'll go Paul Kaufman on the short cross. Blitz coming, so we're going to change it to a slant to Houghton. Houghton's already got 1 touchdown on the day. Got the catch there. A fumble recovered by Las Vegas and ran back a little ways by Dishman. 13 yards on the return. So this game turning into a supermarket bakery with all the turnovers. First and 10 Vegas at the Green Bay 38. 7:51 to go. Tyler, gain of 2. Davis on the stop for the Packers. Willie Davis, 2nd and 8. This is Mickey Colmer, who had the touchdown earlier. He now has 5 carries, 19 yards after that gain of 2. 3rd and 6 at the 34. Throw. Incomplete, looking for Ertz. So now they'll bring Stover on to try a 51-yard field goal. Wind at his back just a little bit, but he pushes it right. No good. So Green Bay takes over, 1st and 10 at their own 41 with 6:12 now left in the half. Back to the double tight end formation. They'll run it right, and they'll run it with Jim Taylor. That is a gain of 3 yards. Taylor now, 10 carries and 69 yards. Anderson, a pitch right. And Anderson picks up 3 more. 3 yards and a cloud of dust a couple of times. 3rd and 4. We'll go Houghton on the short hitch. Blitz coming, but we're going to stick with the play this time. Caught by Anderson. Did he get the first? He did. Gain of 5. Rogers was nailed on the throw. And they're going to dock Vegas for roughing the passer. 15 yards more. And it's 1st and 10 at the 33. Back to Taylor. We'll let Rogers discount double check his cobwebs. Sweep left. 1st and 10. Well, at the 33. Taylor back to the line, and that's it. Harvey was hurt. Harvey being one of the outside linebackers. He will be replaced by Hazeltine out of San Francisco. Played in the University of California. Matt Hazeltine. 2nd and 10 now. They'll go pitch right. Jim Taylor. Blitz coming, so we're going to change it to a medium slant to Hudson, number 14. Is he open? No, he is not. Incomplete. And Vegas had that play well covered. A 3rd and 10 now. Ball at the 33 with 4:26 to go. We're going to go Anderson on the screen. Just get him a little closer for the field goal. And Anderson's going to get the first down. 20 to the 12. Gain of 21. Anderson. 3 catches on the day for 34 yards. Taylor, trap right on 1st and 10 from the 12. Taylor motors ahead, picks up 4. He now at 73 yards on the day. He's now at 73 yards, 12 carries. He hasn't caught a pass yet. Hudson, short cross, 2nd and 6 from the 8. They look for him, but he's well covered. Incomplete. So Green Bay spreads the field on 3rd down and 6. We'll put a man in motion, go short passing route, and look for Nelson, Jordy Nelson. The more recent Green Bay Packers, that's incomplete. Intended for Nelson. Field goal kicking time now. They bring in Ryan Longwell. He will try a field goal of 25 yards to make it 24-7. Bingo. And it's a 3-score game for the Packers. They're up 24-7. First and 10. Well, we'll have a first and 10 in a moment. First, we got to get the kickoff underway. And it's a touchback. So John Brody, they'll be relying on him most of the game, I would think. Colmer, loss of a yard. Green Bay does not call timeout. We'll let the Ironmen use one of their two. 2nd and 11. Pitch to Tyler. No gain. 3rd and 11. I will not call timeout. And we'll go to the 2-minute warning with the score 24-7. 3rd and 11. Ball to 19. Brody throwing, caught by Driver. Gain of 14 yards. That sets up 1st and 10 at the 33. 1:51 left. Las Vegas has used one of their 2 timeouts left. They have 1. Green Bay has all 3 of theirs left still. Gain of 2. Nitschke brings down Colmer. And I'm still not using my timeouts. Las Vegas uses their last timeout with $1:45 to go. So that's a lot of time to burn. Caught by Keyshawn. A gain of 8, just short of the first. 3rd and inches. 1:40 to go. The throw and a catch to Plaxico Burress. Another 6 yards. Didn't look like Vegas got out of bounds, so they'll have to hurry back to the line. 1:35 to go. Brody sidelines again to Burress, a gain of 7. Brody is now 10 for 14, 2 picks, no touchdowns. 2nd and 3. Brody will run this time. He is not a bad scrambler at all. He gains 8. Sharper brings him down at the 36. No timeout being used by Green Bay, so Vegas has to hurry. And instead, Brody just spikes the ball. Of course, they didn't have the rule back when John Brody played that you could spike the ball to the ground to stop the clock. 2nd and 10 at the 36. Screen to Colmer. That falls incomplete. That was... didn't see, Matthews was blitzing for Green Bay. 3rd and 10 at the 36 now. That was Clay Matthews. Throw, no catch by Colmer, incomplete. 4th and 10, 36 seconds left. The ball is at the 36. I'm going to watch for the fake here. Marker down, we think.
Offsides, defense, 5-yard penalty.
That's Davis, Willie Davis. And, Vince Lombardi is chewing his ear off because now they could try a field goal of 48 yards here. Stover. No good. Wide right. And with 29 seconds left, Green Bay could do some damage here. They'll go long slant to Houghton. They have all 3 timeouts. That is a throw and a catch to Sharp. Timeout. We have 19 seconds to go. We're going to screen it to Taylor on 2nd and 5. Taylor's got it. See how far he can get. Gain of 12, but now there's just 5 seconds left. And of course, Green Bay will use the timeout. So, with Rodgers now 9 out of 16, 110 yards and 2 touchdowns. Field goal is not possible because it would be from 62 yards. So it's Hail Mary time. In fact, let's get in a proper formation for the Hail Mary. 4 wide, trips left. And the trips left are going to be Sharp, Houghton, and Nelson. We will throw the Hail Mary and hope that a Green Bay Packer is full of grace. And of course, Aaron Rodgers is the master of the Hail Mary. We'll go to Jordy Nelson with it. There's the deep throw. Looking for Hudson on the other side of the field. It falls incomplete. And we go to the half at 24-7, and we will pause for just a moment. Nobody move. Nobody go anywhere. So back to start the second half. 24-7 Green Bay, looking to keep pace with Minnesota and Cleveland on top of the Northern Conference. Green Bay now has a choice to make in terms of whether or not they get the kickoff. They will. Las Vegas, 197 yards, 33 plays. Green Bay has run 34 plays and has 200 yards, so it's kind of close right now in that field. Odom back deep for Green Bay. Takes it at the 5, chugs it out to the 35, but a holding call.
10-yard penalty.
It's going to dock Green Bay. Robinson. First and 10 at the 22. We're going to go Taylor, and we're going to sweep it left. A short, tight formation being played by Vegas, so we're going to change to play medium hitch to Kaufman. Oh! That one whistled by Kaufman. It looked like he was going to catch it, but it fell incomplete. We'll go Taylor, sweep left on 2nd and 10. Vegas playing tight. Looks like they had eight defenders in the box. A gain of 3 for Taylor, who now is at 76 yards on the day. Man in motion, 3 wideouts. We're going to put Sharp into use, medium slant pass. Look for 84. There's your throw. Off of his hands, incomplete. And it's 4th and 7. Donnie Anderson will go back to punt. Decent kick. And return for Vegas of 6 yards by Parker. And Anderson's punt went 47, so the net was 41. 1st and 10, ball at the 34. Just starting quarter number 3, if you're just queuing up to this point of the video. A gain of 2 for Tyler. And it was Baby Ray making the tackle. You see him there, another two-way player, tackle and defensive tackle. And that gets you to the 36, 2nd and 8. Throw, incomplete, looking for Keyshawn Johnson. Herb Adderley tipped that one. 3rd and 8 at the 36. Brody over the middle and caught by Driver just short of the 1st down. 4th and inches, and Vegas will go for it. Let's see what they can do here. Can they get the 1st down? Colmer stuffed behind the line. Campman. And Green Bay is going to get it at the Vegas 43. A very interesting play call from Gruden to be going for it on 4th and inches in your own side of the field. You better make sure that works if you're going to do that. Bomb fly, Don Hudson will go for the score right here. Rogers scrambles, close to the 1st down. He does pick up the 1st down, a gain of 10. 1st and 10, the ball at the 33 of Vegas now. It's 24-7 in favor of Green Bay. Not having any trouble with Vegas up to this point in the game. Sweep right, Taylor. And Taylor, a gain of 2 yards. Addison on the stop. 2nd and 8 at the 31. Double tight end set. We'll put a man in motion, but it's going to be an inside run by Jim Taylor.
Ball start. Offense. Number 82.
Kaufman.
5-yard penalty. Repeat. 2nd down.
A false start to back Green Bay up 5. 2nd and 13 at the 36. Anderson on the screen. He's got it. 30. Close to the 1st down. Did he get it? He did. 4 catches for 47 yards for Kaufman. Darrell Ray makes the stop and a 1st down for Green Bay, who's just pounding the Ironmen with body blows here, much like a boxer. Sweep left, and Taylor stuffed behind the line. 2-yard loss. Bruiser Kennard, who was a great find for Vegas out of the University of Mississippi. He's got 10 tackle and defensive tackle. Brooklyn passed on him. New York passed on him for their team. And so far, defensively, he has had 8 tackles and 1 sack. But you could use him a lot of ways. Second and 12 at the 25. Taylor, sweep to the right. And Taylor this time picking up 4. Houston Antwine hurt for Vegas. He is out for the game. He's going to be replaced by Cope. Frank Cope, who will wear number 1. You see him right there. On 3rd and 8, Green Bay will spread the field. They'll look for a medium pass. They'll go to Sharp. Throw caught by Jim Taylor, but we have a marker.
Holding offense. Number 75, 10-yard penalty.
Penalty will be declined because it'll be a 4th and a yard. Nick Bonacani has made 10 tackles today. Ball at the 14, and Longwell is going to try a field goal. No, he's not. We're going to fake field goal. Anderson. Actually, you know what? Sometimes I call that play and the game crashes. So let's just kick the field goal. Good, and it's 27-7. I didn't want the game to crash. I didn't want to edit it. So we did that instead. 27-7, 9:05 left third quarter. Here's Kaufman. And it's 1st and 10 for Vegas at their own 20. To Colmer. Colmer picks up a yard. Willie Wood hurt on the play. Undisclosed injury remains in the game. 2nd and 9 at the 21. Throw and a catch to Plaxico Burress. Dillon on the stop, a gain of 14. 1st and 10 at the 35. This is to Tyler, but it goes right by Tyler. Incomplete. Brody is now 12 of 21, so he's not really having the best of games with the 2 picks and 163 yards. 2nd and 10 at the 35. Brody looking, finding the driver. That's a gain of 18. Pass might have touched the ground. I will challenge.
Upon further review, the ball touched the ground before being secured. Incomplete. No timeout will be charged.
A good use of a challenge there. So nullify the completion to Donald Driver. 3rd and 10 at the 35. A throw caught by Burress. A gain of 15. Dillon on the tackle. Dillon's made a lot of tackles here. And we should take a look at him. He is Mr. Bobby Dillon. Of course, he had that pick 6 earlier in the game out of Texas. Played on the Green Bay squads of the 50s. 1st and 10 at midfield. Pitch to Colmer. Colmer gains 2 on the handoff. And Nitschke on the stop. 2nd and 8 at the Green Bay 48. Vegas needs something. They trail by 20. To Tyler. Brody to Tyler for 10 yards. Matthews on the stop. 1st and 10 at the 38. Throw caught by Burress. Dillon on the tackle. Dillon has been very busy so far today. Gain of 18 for Burress. Burress now has 5 catches, 60 yards. 1st and 10 at the 20. Pitch to Colmer. But Colmer stuffed behind the line. A loss of 3. Billy Davis on the stop. 2nd and 13 at the 28. To Wendell Tyler on the dump off. A gain of 7. That sets up 3rd and 6. Matthews on the tackle for Green Bay. Screen to Tyler. Will Tyler make it to the end zone? No, he's out at the 3. So now a 1st and goal from the 3. 2:59 left third quarter. Wendell Tyler behind the line. Actually, no gain. He got back to the line and that was it. Baby Ray makes the tackle for Green Bay. So you got a Darryl Ray and you got a Baby Ray on each team's defense. 2nd and goal at the 3. Just a couple of Rays. You could call me Ray, you could call me Jay. Touchdown, Wendell Tyler. So it's now 27-13. That is touchdown number 9 for Wendell. Touchdown. And now the extra point good. 27-14. We have 1:39 left in the third. Odom back deep for Green Bay. They kick it that far. They do not. Taken by one of the upbacks, which was either Adderley or Wood.
Illegal block. Receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
And a nice return by Herb Adderley, called back for a holding penalty. First and 10 at the 26. And this is one of these drives that looks like it's going to be a turning point of the game. Either Green Bay answers the bell and survives to win, or Vegas gets back in the game. Sweep left, Jim Taylor. And he gains a yard. Bruiser Kennard makes the tackle. We were profiling him earlier. Second and 9 at the 27. 1:22 left. They'll go to a base formation, and they'll screen it to Donnie Anderson. He's looking for his 5th catch of the day. He's got it. That'll be a first down. Gain of 13. With 40 seconds left to go in quarter number 3. Sweep left, Jim Taylor. Blitz coming, but we're going to stick with the play, actually. And we're going to wish we didn't. Loss of 3. Bonacani makes the tackle. And we come to the end of the third quarter. Green Bay 27, Las Vegas 14. Every weekend we do the Brass Bonanza series. Don't know for how much longer, because Franchise Hockey Manager 7 will be coming out, I am sure. I would think because of the hockey season coming to an end just within the past few weeks with the Tampa Bay Lightning winning the Stanley Cup, much to my happiness, because I live in the Tampa Bay area. Following the Hartford Whalers, who have fallen on hard times in the 1980-81 season, so as GM I could wind up getting fired. And if so, we'll just continue to do the series with another team. Every weekend we do a part of the Franchise Hockey Manager series. We're going to be wrapping up the 1981 season this weekend with Hartford and Pittsburgh playing. So that's right here on the Big Paulie's World of Sports Sim channel. A couple of weeks down the road, we'll start the 81-82 season somewhere. Back to the game. 27-14, Green Bay leading. Vegas, 286 yards, 50 plays. Green Bay, 46 plays, 248 yards. On 2nd and 13, a sweep left by Jim Taylor is going to net 11 yards. 3rd and 2. So Taylor again will get it on a sweep left. And he will be short of the first down by a yard. Taylor is now at 90 yards rushing on the day. Ball at their own 49. Okay, here's where I do a fake. It's going to be Donnie Anderson running the ball. And oh, what's this? A fake punt. And a gain of 4. Harvey makes the stop for Las Vegas, and Green Bay keeps possession. How about that? Trap left, Jim Taylor. That's the advantage of having a running back in as your punter. A 4-yard gain for Taylor. He's at 94 yards. Anderson, 6 carries, 21 yards on the day. But he also has 5 catches for 60. 2nd and 6. We're going to slow it down, and we're going to give it to Anderson on the off-tackle right play. Stuffed at the line. Harvey on the stop. So now, 3rd and 6. And this is going to go to Hudson, and it will be a crossing route pass. Rogers instead will run. He'll get the first down a lot more. 34-yard gain. His largest gain of the season running the ball. And now, Green Bay primed to score. 1st and goal at the 9. Jim Taylor. Sweep it left, Jimmy. Touchdown, Jim Taylor, his 12th of the season running. And he goes over 100 yards on his 22nd carry. 33 to 14. Now I am tempted to go for 2, but if I kick the single point, that would be better, because if I miss, it'd be 33, and then Vegas could tie it on an 8, 8, and 3. 34-14, 10-18 left in the game, fourth quarter, unless we go overtime. Kaufman, back deep, returnable, and out to the 26. Charlie Garner coming in at running back. Another former Packer, Carroll Dale, will be one of the wide receivers. A fourth wide receiver, actually. First and 10 at the 26. Wendell Tyler gaining 4. Second and 6 at the 30. Garner, his first carry of the day, for 8 yards.
Defense.
And it will stand.
74, 5-yard penalty.
They get Campman. First and 10 at the 38. Screen to Garner, completed. Past the 40 to the 43. He gained 5 yards there. Now a second and 5. Throw by Rogers, not by Rogers, but by Brody.
Offense.
Looking for Carroll Dale.
54, 10-yard penalty.
We'll take the penalty. Second and 15. Ball at the 33. Over the middle to Burris. He's got the first down. A gain of 16. Burris with 76 yards receiving. That is a season high for him. First and 10. Vegas still has it on their own side of the field, but just barely at their own 49. Pitch to Tyler. Tyler will get the first down. He gained 12 yards there. Willie Wood on the tackle. First and 10 at the 39. Screen. This is to Garner. And I think I said Wendell Tyler ran that last ball. I think that was Garner. I think so. Well, never mind. It's what is past is prologue. Second and 5 at the 34. Garner gained 5 yards on the last play. That is to Garner and a gain of 10. So Garner, 3 catches for 30 yards. But I think on that play in question, I misidentified Tyler, and it was Charlie Garner instead. Keyshawn Johnson over the middle, incomplete. Second and 10 at the 24. Vegas about to fall to 4-7 on the year, but Burris finds pay dirt and gets his first 100-yard game of the season on his 7th catch, a touchdown, and do not write the Vegas Ironmen off yet. Vegas, in fact, going for 2, even though it doesn't really serve them a lot of good. Tyler, incomplete, the 2-point conversion. He did not make the goal line, so it's 34-20. 7:06 to go, and that was indeed Wendell Tyler, because Tyler wears 26 and Garner wears 25. We'll watch for the onside kick. And so it went. They did try the onside kick. We were looking for it. Green recovered at the 45, and Green Bay now with a 34-20 lead with 6:54 to go. We're going to slow it down. We're going to sweep left with Jim Taylor. Taylor is going to gain 2 yards. He's at 105 now on the day. But the main thing to do right now is to chew up that clock. Trap right, Donnie Anderson. Anderson, loss of a yard. In fact, Green Bay is going to run it on 3rd and 9. Taylor, gain of 5. 4th and 4. And I am going to let the clock run down to 4:41 and then stop it. Sideline punt, Donnie Anderson. Not a good one. 28 yards. First and 10 to Vegas at their own 21. 4:34 left. They trail by 2 scores. Brody. Gonna need something quick here. That was a check down to Gardner, incomplete. Brody is now 22 of 34, 286, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. Rogers has only thrown it 22 times on the day, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. Screen to Tyler. No, that is to Gardner. There I go again, mixing up my running backs. Gain of 17. Ellis on the tackle. Brody now over 300 yards. And we could show you real quick that his rating is 96, even though in real life terms his rating was only 81.6. And he has had, this is only his second 300-yard gain. He had one against Los Angeles in a losing effort, 27-24, week 1. First and 10 at the 38. Throw. Deflected by Sharper. Ruby is out of the game. At right tackle, Dyken comes in and will play in his place the remainder of the game. He's out of Illinois. He played for Cleveland in the 70s. Second and 10 at 38. A 34-20 score, 3:59 to go. Garner stuffed at the line by Wood, no gain. Third and 10 at the 38. Brody, a little dump to Garner, but Garner drops it. 4th and 10, and Vegas will go for it here. They have to lose. That's a first down. The driver, a gain of 14, so we'll keep possession with Vegas. First and 10 at the 48. Close to the first down marker is Gardner on the screen, gain of 9. Second and 1 at the 39. Pitch to Gardner, incomplete. Willie Wood injured on the play, but he remains in the game. Third and a yard, ball to 39, 2:59 left. Brody, Burris, a first down. His 8th catch, and Bobby Dillon has made his 10th tackle. Burris is up to 110 yards on the day. 2:50 now left in the game, first and 10. Brody, caught by Keyshawn. He's close to the first, but he only gains 9. He gets out of bounds. Second and a yard at the 20. Screen, Garner, a first down. A gain of 4. 42 passes on the day for Brody. He's completed 28 of them. Clay Matthews with his 10th tackle of the day. 71st play of the game for Vegas coming up. First and 10 at the 16. Brody, Burris, touchdown. And it's 34-26. Vegas not going away. And why would they? Your point after good by Stover. And it's 34-27, 2:22 left. I will watch for the onside kick. And
Kicking team.
the kick goes out of bounds. Vegas will watch as Green Bay takes over at the 40. 2:22 left to go. Trap right, Jim Taylor. Vegas playing in short and tight, but we don't care. Gain of 2, and we'll take it to the 2-minute warning. This was 27-7 early in the third quarter. It is now 34-27. Taylor, sweep left, 2nd and 8. Bonacani with another tackle. No gain. 3rd and 8. Vegas will go full house, and they will look to Jim Taylor. Sweep right. And he's going to be short. Short of the first down by 2 yards. Vegas calls another timeout. They have a chance to tie the game. 1:44 left. Anderson will punt to the sidelines and hope offensively that they have done enough. A 28-yard punt by Anderson. Another bad punt at a bad time. So Vegas, 1 timeout, 76 yards to get, 97 seconds to do it. First and 10. Here's John Brody. Give to Gardner. He gains 7. Inexplicably, Vegas chose to run. No timeouts left for them as they have just used their last. 2nd and 3 at the 31. Brody throws incomplete. 3rd and 3. Ball still at the 31. Screen to Gardner. Well covered.
Encroachment
Incomplete.
defense.
But.
Number 87, 5-yard penalty.
And the 5 yards gives Vegas a first down. 1:11 left. Brody's got to throw it down the field. Incomplete, looking for Garner. Brody at 366 yards. He's 29 out of 45. There's a throw, incomplete. 3rd and 10. Be the 47th pass of the game for Brody. Incomplete. Do or die now, 4th and 10. A throw, a marker.
Holding. Offense. Number 7.
It'll be declined, and Green Bay will win. Take a couple of knees there, Aaron Rodgers, and we'll get out of here with the W. Vegas was very tough in defeat. And your final 34-27, Green Bay defeats Las Vegas. Green Bay goes to 7-3 on the season, and Vegas falls to 4-6. Who was the player of the game, you might be wondering? I'm going to say Jim Taylor, and I would be right. Green Bay got 27 points unanswered in the first, second, and third quarters, and that was pretty much the game. Vegas came back, made it close with 14 unanswered. And here's your team stats. 456 for Vegas, 323 for Green Bay. Green Bay perfect in the red zone. Vegas scored 3 touchdowns in 5 tries, 10 penalties in the game, so it was a pretty well-played game. Vegas ran 77 plays, Green Bay only 61. Vegas had 25 first downs, Green Bay had 18. Time of possession was about even. Your player stats: Jim Taylor, 118 yards. Leading receiver was Burris for Vegas, 9 catches, 126. And as usual, I like to take a look at the defensive stat sheet. 14 tackles for Nick Bonacani, 11 for Dillon, 10 for Clay Matthews. So that's your final, 34-27. Vegas made a game of it, but Green Bay, the better team. As we look at the standings, we have a 3-way tie on top of the Northern Conference. Cleveland at 7-3 with a 98-point net point total. Minnesota 7-3. They have a 39-point edge in the net points, and Vegas is now plus 60. So if the season ended today, Cleveland would win the number 1 seed. Minnesota, by virtue of them beating Green Bay in Week 1, would get the Northern, get the 2 seed for winning the Upper North, and Green Bay would get number 3, and Baltimore would be number 4. So you'd have Cleveland play Baltimore, Minnesota play Green Bay in the first round of the playoffs. But we still have 6 weeks left in the season. A lot could still happen. Your next game, oh, by the way, Vegas is now 4-6, and they're on the outside looking in by 2 games. Denver would have the 4th seed, and Vegas would be 2 games behind for the 4th seed. Only 1 game left, Week 11. Los Angeles and Washington, Atlanta, Detroit, Dallas, Green Bay. Your starting games next week. So this was your next to last game, Week 11. It was 34-27 in Vegas, losing to Green Bay. I hope you all enjoyed this game. We were together about 1 hour and 4 minutes. Thank you very much for watching. Godspeed and God bless wherever you are and whenever you see this. And we'll do it all again soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.